Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Cecily. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Welcome. And if you are coming back, welcome back. So in this video today, look at me, just look at me. Alright, so in this video today, I'm going to be talking about expectations and kind of letting them go. I kind of feel like this journey has been an ongoing one and it's never ending, and I do struggle with different things often, and expectations is one of them. Having, like, setting them setting expectations, and I just need to let them go, honey. I need to let all of these expectations that I have on people, I just need to let them go. Usually when it comes like to my friendships, I'm expecting them to treat me, and this is just with anybody, I kind of expect them to treat me the same way I treat them. I expect them to be there for me the same way I'm there for them. I expect them to attend big milestone events that I have just like I would for them. But expecting them to reciprocate that leads to disappointment, which is why I say I need to let them go. I need to let expectations go. Now, as a friend, there are certain things that you should just do as a friend, and you should just be there for as a friend. But I've learned that constantly setting expectations just leads to great disappointment, and it can lead to depression as well. Like, I've been in depression simply because a friend didn't meet an expectation that I had, or they didn't come through the way I thought they would. That's simply because I had this expectation that they would. So I just think that when it comes to expectations, we need to know when to let them go and how to let them go. So I would just say a way that this isn't going to be too long of a video. You might hear kids because they're going by, but yeah, I just knowing when, like, knowing how to let expectations go is kind of hard, and it's something I'm still working through. Um, Basically, I would say one is just not expecting too much out of the person. Like, you have to meet some of your friends where they are, or even in situations like relationships or even family members, you kind of just have to meet them where they are. If you know you have a friend who doesn't come to your really big moment life events, you can't be mad at them because you should be used to them not showing up. So you kind of have to meet them like, okay, this is the friend that I know is not going to show up to this really big event that I feel is really important to me. So I shouldn't even expect them to do that. You know, sometimes you have to you have to know your strengths, like your friend's strengths and weaknesses. Like, this friend might be there every time you need to call somebody. Like, every time you need to just talk to somebody in that moment, that friend is always there to listen. That friend is always there to pick up the phone. But do not expect that same friend, if this friend doesn't ever show up to certain things, don't expect that friend to show up for something very important. Another way to let go of expectations is just simply changing your perspective. You cannot expect it's so funny because I keep saying expect in this video, but seriously, you can't think a friend is going, or a person is going to think the same way you think. Everybody's not going to think the same way you think, honey. It's not going to happen. What will make us unique? What will make us different if we all thought the same way? You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect others to think the same way that you think. Changing your perspective on how you view your expectations. Like, are you setting ridiculous expectations that one just couldn't meet? Are you not understanding that other person as to like why they couldn't meet that expectations? Are you looking at all areas, use all perspectives, or are you just saying, well, you didn't meet my expectation, you're cut off? You know what I'm saying? For example, I have a huge problem. If any of my friends could probably tell you that I've said, if you don't make it to this, we can't be friends. And back then I was like, I felt like that was valid. The way I felt was valid. Like, I've been there for you, you should be there for me. That was last year, but still, like, I felt that that was a valid way of thinking. Wrong, it's not. Because what if that person just, or what if someone just had something that came up and they just couldn't be there for you in that moment, but they've been there for you through other things? You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to yourself, not even just with other people, you I feel like we kind of put expectations on ourselves, not just friends. Like, of course, for the first portion, I kind of talked about friends, but with yourself, you tend to put expectations on yourself that can really lead you into depression. I've done that with myself. It comes to YouTube. Like, if I don't post a video, or like I thought I expected, I put that expectation on myself, like, oh, you need to post a video at this time, you need to turn in your assignment at this time. Of course, that 11:59 deadline is real, you need to, but at the same time, when I don't, I'm so hard on myself. Or you need to lose weight, I expect myself to lose this amount by this time, and when I don't lose that weight, I kind of become very discouraged, and I become very disappointed in myself. And that's because I didn't really set a realistic goal, or I didn't set daily goals to reach that particular goal. Like, maybe if I would have said, hey, um, let's just focus on eating right, let's just focus on working out, like even just getting to the gym, because getting to the gym is really the hardest part. If I just set those kind of goals for myself, then maybe then I could reach that one goal that I had for myself. And that's, I expected, like, my expectation came from, okay, well, I need to lose this weight. I expected to lose a certain amount of weight already. This is May. This is June, honey. This is June. We're halfway through the year. I expected to lose a certain amount of time by now, and I did not. And it's okay. I have to acknowledge that, okay, it's okay. I'm still alive. I'm good. We're just going to grind for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? So just, even when it comes to yourself, don't put too much expectations on yourself, because sometimes we fall short. We fall short with what we set out for ourselves, and that's okay. We are human. We're going to fall short in some areas in life, and everything may not go as expected. Why? Because we expect things because we want to have control. We want to plan things out, but we have to understand that everything is not in our timing. At the end of the day, it's all in God's timing. And when we sit here and try to control every little thing in our lives, we will become disappointed, because there are going to be things that will not happen in our timing. When you don't consult God about certain things, you're going to become disappointed because you didn't go to Him first. And I've noticed that. I've noticed that when I don't ask God or go to God and say, "Hey, God, is this a good idea? Is this what you have for me? Is this what you have planned for me?" If I don't go to Him about some things, it will get messed up, simply because I didn't go to Him first about it. And that's just a realistic point of view about expectations, and how, honestly, all in all, we shouldn't expect too much, because it can be changed in a blink of an eye, because God was what's for us will be for us. And at the end of the day, God, if He didn't put a stamp on it, if He didn't put His stamp of approval on it, it's not going to happen, period. So also, I just feel like when we don't take things too personally, when we don't take things too seriously, life will become so much more peaceful. Like, when we lose all of the expectations that we have, life just becomes so much more peaceful. I had a friend kind of tell me, like, just go day to day. Like, don't try to plan your whole life out because that's not gonna work. Just relax and not put, because expectations equal pressure. And when you're under pressure, I mean, some people could work really good under pressure. I can too. When it comes to schoolwork, I can too. But in your daily life, just think, if you're constantly feeling like you have to meet up to some certain expectation, and it's just pressure every day to meet up to this expectation, and when you don't, you feel like you failed. And it's not a good feeling to feel like you failed at anything. So I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, but honestly, that's what I kind of was meaning to do in this video. But it was like really placed on my heart to just talk about, just simply because I deal with it, and I don't want to be that person who doesn't talk about their struggles as they're going through it and decides to talk about it when they reach success. No, I want to like kind of share my journey. That's the whole purpose of my YouTube channel. That's why my YouTube channel is really all over the place, because it's really me. Not saying that I'm all over the place, which sometimes I am, but like, everybody's not perfect on YouTube. Everybody's not perfect in life. People are only posting their success. They're not posting their everyday failures. They're really not. And sometimes I feel like being transparent and open and honest and just sharing those daily struggles will help someone else. And that's just literally what I'm here to do. I just want to help someone else. And there's so many people who, me just sharing my journey up until now, I've helped others. They've come to me, they've talked to me, I've been able to talk to them. But and if at any point you ever feel like you need somebody to talk to about things that I post, or even just random, I'm here. Like, my Instagram handle, glowing naturally. Twitter, glowing. Is my Twitter glowing naturally? No, it's Cecily Shanice. But yeah, I'll post all of that in the description box below. But you guys, just try not to put too much pressure on yourselves, and especially to my loves who are going to grad school, who are applying to grad school, who want to be social workers, who are even, doesn't matter which field, but just don't put too much pressure on yourself, and don't put too many expectations on yourself, especially that first year of grad school, because it is extremely stressful. And so many things that I wanted to do my first year, and I didn't do it, and I was disappointed in myself because I didn't do it. So set realistic goals for yourself, so you can reach those goals and not feel so down about it. But also just try not to put too many expectations on others as well. Simply because we're all human, we're not perfect. And at the end of the day, if someone doesn't meet your expectation, do not get mad at them. If they are still alive, if you are still alive, cherish that. Be like, okay, it's not the end of the world. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world. But this video, just even speaking about this video, made me think about a few things that I have to deal with myself. But that's why I share these things, because I'm still going through it. It's a process. I'm working on letting go of expectations of others. But yeah, so this is the end of the video, and I do appreciate you for staying here till now. And if you haven't yet, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share. And I will see you in my next video. And thank you so much for deciding to journey with me.